Welcome to Laurel Highlands High School. Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today, via tape delay from the home of the Laurel Highlands High School boys soccer team here at Mustang Field, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs take on the McGuffey Highlanders, and it's also senior night. Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we welcome you aboard for tonight's boys soccer game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Fernan, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, J.R. Wheeler and Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay, and we'll be back with these senior night festivities right after these messages.
Chesler's Furniture of Uniontown is proud to be a sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth athletics. In business since 1950 and owned and operated since 1974 by Theodore and Rich Lacey, Chesler's has long served the immediate area, offering a wide variety of living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, mattresses, and other occasionals. Honored by the National Home Furnishings Association for excellence, we have also been honored by Virginia House for outstanding sales the past 5 years. We offer brand names such as Lazy Boy, Schweiger, Hickory Hill, Serta, Lane, and we take great pride in our service to our many valued customers. We are open Monday and Friday from 9 to 9, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 9 to 6, and we are located at 601 Pittsburgh Street, 2 miles north of Uniontown on Route 51, next to the Fayette Plaza. For more information, please call us at 438-0661 or stop in and see Ted, Scott, Rich, Paul, or Sue.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, we're just about ready for senior night festivities. I'm now going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Barry Rosner.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Laurel Highlands Senior High School and the Mustang Field, where tonight the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands is hosting the McGuffey Highlanders in a boys' soccer game. Ladies and gentlemen, it is also senior night here for us here at Laurel Highlands. We ask everyone, if you would now, to please direct your attention to the 50-yard line. We are going to introduce to you our senior boys' soccer team. Our first senior is Russell Vallejo Jr. Russell's being escorted by his parents, Russell and Roberta. He has been playing soccer for 2 years. His most memorable moment is winning the Ringgold tournament. His school activities is the Laurel Highlands track and field, indoor soccer. After graduation, his future plans is to attend Cal U and get a teaching degree. His special thank you is going out to his mother and dad for all the support they've given to him. Ladies and gentlemen, Russell Vallejo. Our next senior is Gianni Dye. Gianni's being escorted by his mother, Lori Manzella. Gianni's been playing soccer for 10 years. His most memorable soccer moment is getting to see Messi in the U.S. at the Argentina game. His activities is a Mountaineer United Soccer Club, Fayette County Soccer Club, North Union Township Soccer, and volunteer for Fayette Friends of Animals. His future plans is to go to college and to play soccer in college. His special thank you goes out to his mother, who's always been there for him. Ladies and gentlemen, Gianni Dye. Our next senior is Tyler Kishel. Tyler is being escorted by his parents, Albert and Christine Kishel, and his brother Zach, and his sister Amanda. He has been playing soccer for 6 years. Tyler's school activities is the junior ROTC, music theater, chamber choir, and band manager. His future plans is planning on attending the Art Institute for Media Arts and Design. His special thank you goes out to his parents, his friends, his family, the coaches, and his teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Kishel. Our next senior is Zach Mitchell. Zach is being escorted by his parents, Jamie and Jason Mitchell. Zach's been playing soccer for 10 years. His most memorable moment is making memories with my soccer OVO squad. His school activities is Fayette County Youth Soccer League, the Foothill Soccer Club, the Laurel Highlands football team his freshman and sophomore years, Laurel Highlands track and field, editor of the school newspaper, the ROTC for 2 years, marksmanship team, Red Runners travel team, ROTC military camp. After graduation, as of now, he plans to attend Westminster University with a scholarship majoring in sports management and hopefully play soccer. His special thank you goes out to his coaches, his parents, and his teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Mitchell. Our next senior is Garrett Kopich. Garrett is being escorted by his parents, Randy and Elaine Kopich. Garrett has been playing soccer for 12 years. His most memorable soccer moment is when Alex Mears got a red card in the Somerset futsal tournament. His school activities is yearbook staff, junior achievement, SAD, Interact Club, quiz team. He's a member of the Laurel Highlands baseball team, and the USSF referee. After graduation, he plans to attend college and play baseball at the collegiate level. His special thank you goes to his coaches and his family for always pushing him to be his best. Ladies and gentlemen, Garrett Kopich. Our next senior is Timmy Rice. Timmy's being escorted by his parents, Tim and Leanne Rice. Tim has been playing soccer for 8 years. His most memorable soccer moment is the game show his freshman year. School activities, National Honor Society, Junior Achievement, YMCA Youth Advisory Board, and the LH baseball team. After graduation, he's planning on attending Penn State University to study business. His special thank you is to his family for their love and support. Ladies and gentlemen, Timmy Rice. Our final seniors are Alex and Max Mears. Alex Mears and Max Mears are being escorted by their parents, Brian and Heidi Mears. For Alex, he's been playing soccer for 13 years. He's a member of the ODP Soccer, AFFC, and Foothills Cup, Riverhounds, Soccer Academy, Red Runners Traveling Soccer, South Union Township Indoor Soccer, and Fayette County Youth Soccer Club. He's a member of SAD, Junior Achievement, Ski Club, Interact, Art Club, Newspaper Staff, Leo Club, YMCA Teen Advisory, Highest Honor Roll, National Honor Society, and 4.0 Club. His most memorable moment is winning the Bell Garden Tournament his junior year. After graduation, he will attend college at either Ohio State University or the University of Pittsburgh. Alex's special thank you goes to his parents for always supporting him and taking him to all the practices and the games. For Max Mears, He's a member of the junior varsity captain freshman and sophomore years, ODP soccer, AAFC and Foothills Cup soccer, Riverhounds, Soccer Academy, Red Runners, traveling soccer, South Union Township indoor soccer, Fayette County youth soccer. He's a member of SAD, Junior Achievement, Ski Club, Quiz Team, Interact Club, Spanish Club, newspaper staff, and art club. He's also a member of the National Honor Society and is on the highest honor roll. His most memorable moment is his junior year when they won the Bell Garden tournament after winning it in overtime in the semifinals. After graduation, he plans to attend either Ohio State University or Penn State University and major in business and sports marketing. His special thank you goes out to his parents for always supporting him and taking him to soccer, and to his teammates for always making him laugh. Ladies and gentlemen, the young men of Alex Mears and Max Mears. Congratulating our seniors this evening is our principal, Mr. Diamond, assistant principal, Mrs. Mancini, our superintendent, Mr. Wallace, school board members, Ms. Sports, Mrs. Miller DeAndrea, and Mr. Layman, and also our coaches, Mr. Jerry Rogers, and also Mr. Jerry Rogers. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause, if you would, for these young men, our seniors of the Laurel Highlands boys soccer team. Wishing them the best of luck in their future endeavors, and letting you know always, guys, that you have a home with us here at Laurel Highlands.
That wraps up our senior night festivities. Stay tuned. We'll have the starting lineups right after this.
Diane Zinn is a lifelong resident of this area and has been a full-time real estate agent for 20 years. She is an associate broker at Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty and has been a multi-million-dollar producer agent. Considering a relocation to our area, Diane can be helpful in specific areas that might be of interest to you, guiding you in buying that perfect home for your family and providing mortgage avenues for financing your dream home. If you need a market value for your home, this service is also provided with the knowledge that only a full-time realtor can provide in our current sales market. Diane will take the necessary time to help you find that ultimate dream home and will also take the time to market your home to get the best possible market value for you. Look for a full-time realtor with integrity, professionalism, and the knowledge of the real estate market. Call Diane Zinn today at 724-437-7100.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 6-7-3 overall, 4-5-1 in conference play, getting set to host the McGuffey Highlanders, who are 8-5 overall and 8-2 in Section 6. I'm now going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Barry Rosner, for tonight's starting lineups.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Laurel Highlands Senior High School and the Mustang Field, where again this evening the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands is hosting the Highlanders of McGuffey in a boys Section 6 soccer game. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to direct your attention now down to the 50-yard line as we're going to meet tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for our visitors, the McGuffey Highlanders, under the head coaching of Jim Kita and assisted by Brandon Crawford. They come in tonight's contest with an overall record of 8-5. A senior, number 26, Mackenzie Kopko. A senior, number 22, Jim Siebert. A senior, number 20, Aaron Harris. A senior, number 10, Samuel Dimka. A senior, number 9, Tim Maxwell. A senior, number 7, Nate Stout. A senior, number 8, Dylan Ritchie. A junior, number 11, Eric Fry. A junior, number 18, Braden Shriver. A sophomore, number 3, Andrew Allender. And a goalkeeper, a senior, Nick Loafman. And up a starting lineup for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. The Mustangs under head coaching of Jerry Rogers and assisted by Jerry Rogers come to today's contest with an overall record of 6, 7, and 3. A senior, number 12, Gianni Dye. A senior, number 24, Garrett Kopich. A senior, number 1, Tyler Kishel. A senior, number 36, Zach Mitchell. A senior, number 11, Russell Vallejo. A senior, number 35, Tim Rice. A senior, number 13, Max Mears. A junior, number 2, Tim Mahalko. A junior, number 18, Carmen Kavanaugh. A junior, number 3, Jared Davis. And a goalkeeper, a senior, Alex Mears. And good luck to both teams.
And we'll be back with the start of tonight's match right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Laurel Highlands hosting McGuffey in a Section 6 AA match here tonight at Laurel Highlands High School senior night. Let's take a look at the Mustangs lineup. They're going to play a modified 1-2-1-4-2 tonight with Alex Mears in goal. The center backs Timmy Mahalko and Jarrett Davis. The sweepers Timmy Rice, Zach Mitchell, the stopper. And the midfield tonight, it's Tyler Kishel, Max Mears, Carmen Kavanaugh, and Garrett Kopich with Russell Vallejo and Gianni Dye up front. McGuffey playing a base 4-4-2, Eric Fry and Jimmy Siebert up front. Andrew Allender, Nate Stout, Sam Dinkin, Aaron Harris in the middle, and Dylan Ritchie, Tim Maxwell, Braden Shriver, Mackenzie Kopko, the defenders, and Nick Loafman in goal. And just like that, we're underway. Laurel Highlands defending the goal to our left. As McGuffey's Eric Fry double-teamed here on the near side. Garrett Kopich picking it up there for the Mustangs, trying to chip it down the near line. The ball out of play off of Laurel Highlands and out. Mackenzie Kopko will fire it back in for the Highlanders. Headed quickly there by Nate Stout, but controlled by Garrett Kopich. Back to Zach Mitchell. And I'll touch back there again from the Highlanders, and Aaron Harris on it back through center. Chip down the far side, trying to track it down. There is Andrew Allender. Allender into the box, looking for the cross out in front. And the ball is sent home. Might have been deflected off the back of a Highlander out in front. And it looks like on the goal there was Jimmy Siebert, number 22. Jimmy Siebert, 22, deflecting it home out in front. And the Highlanders taking an early 1-0 lead. We're back right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Tonight's soccer game is being brought to you in part by Dr. Michael Lemontowski and Surgical Associates, 10 Highland Park Drive here in Uniontown. They can be reached at 724-439-6340. Good luck to the area teams from Dr. Michael Lemontowski.
Good luck to the Mustangs from the South Union Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbar.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School. Not a good start for the Mustangs here on senior night. Jimmy Siebert striking less than a minute into the match for McGuffey, and it's the Highlanders with an early 1-0 lead. The ball actually hit off the back of Siebert's, going in past keeper Alex Mears, so a tough start for the Mustangs. We'll see if they can bounce back. Laurel Highlands actually entered play today, still mathematically alive for a playoff spot. The only way the Mustangs would be able to qualify for the playoffs is they're able to win out, winning here today against McGuffey and then winning at Uniontown, and then having Trinity lose out. Trinity with one game remaining against Brownsville and back-to-back a home-and-home series against Ringgold. So Laurel Highlands still mathematically alive, but really on the outside looking in as far as any playoff possibilities at this point of the season. And we were double-checking on that first McGuffey goal. We're actually hearing that Aaron Harris, number 20, might have kicked it in. I thought it actually went off the back of Siebert and in, but we'll double-check that, and we'll try to get a confirmation later on. We're 2 minutes into the match. McGuffey a 1-0 lead. And there's a shot from about 30 yards down, fired there by Nate Stout. And Alex Mears making the save.
McGuffey thinks it's right too. They couldn't see either.
Well, the McGuffey fans in front of us say what I thought initially as well, that the initial shot was taken by Harris, but the deflection was made by Siebert out in front. So we're going to give the goal to Siebert with the assist to Harris for the opening Highlanders goal of the game. And that's where we stand 2.5 minutes in. And McGuffey coming back. Harris sending it down the near side to Eric Fry. Fry trying to play it back into the box. Davis fanning. An opportunity there again for Siebert. And the Mustangs able to send it out of play here on the near side. Once again, Harris will reload. Lobbed in there to Nate Stout. Pressured by Garrett Kopich. And Garrett just sending it out. Played in again to Harris. Harris, nice little move there around Kissel. And sending it wide. For Laurel Highlands throw. And both of these teams, plenty of seniors in the lineup. Obviously, you'd expect that on the Laurel Highlands side. The Mustangs dressing 8 seniors and 3 juniors today. McGuffey with 8 seniors, 2 juniors, and 1 sophomore in their starting lineup. Again, the Highlanders have had a solid season, currently in second place in Section 6. As here's Harris again, working top of the box, trying to dance between Garrett Kopich and Jarrett Davis. Mustangs defending well. Nate Stout now a touch, trying to work it over here on the near side, and a whistle. An infraction here. We'll check and see who it's going to go on away from the ball. It'll be a free kick here from McGuffey just outside of the box. So the Mustangs' wall will be pushed back, and there you get a look at Nate Stouts and Aaron Harris both lining up to take the free kick. Mustangs with Garrett Kopich, Gianni Dye, and Zach Mitchell there on the wall. Now they'll back it up. Pretty much normal protocol. Players always trying to maximize and try to get as close as they can. Here's Nate Stout to fire. He'll chip it wide on the far side and head it home again. Just like that, 2-0. And once again, on the header, it's Jimmy Siebert. So Jimmy Siebert a brace less than 5 minutes into the match, and the Highlanders an early 2-0 lead over Laurel Highlands, 35-11 left here in the first half, and we're back in just a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, already a big night for McGuffey's Jimmy Siebert. A pair of goals. And the Highlanders a 2-0 lead. Now Laurel Highlands trying to answer back. Garrett Kopich on a cross. That sails through the box and wide on the far side. That's really the first sign of offense we've seen out of the Mustangs so far tonight. It appears that Laurel Highlands is without Timmy Lucas here tonight. We did not see Lucas taking warm-ups. Of course, Lucas has contributed much scoring for the Mustangs so far throughout the 2015 campaign, and Laurel Highlands obviously going with a more senior-laden lineup to start with, it being senior night, but we'll see with them falling behind here early 2-0 if they make some adjustments and get some of their regular starters now into the match. As we said, Laurel Highlands still mathematically alive for a playoff spot. So you don't want to give up the possibility of trying to win the match just because it's senior night, but the Mustangs have fallen behind here 2-0 in the opening 5 minutes of the match. As Nick Loafman, the McGuffey keeper, boots it down. Max Mears trying to keep it in play, but it goes off of Max and out, and Andrew Allender will trigger it in here for McGuffey on the far side. And Siebert trying to track it down. He's looking for the hat trick out there right now for the Highlanders. Ball again out of play on the far side. Timmy Maxwell will lob it in down the far touchline. Finding Sam Dinka. Again, last touch by Laurel Highlands going out. Now Dinka will fire it back in here for the Highlanders. And again to Siebert, double teamed on the far side. Mustangs again poke it out. Now reversal here. We're off of McGuffey announced. Now Laurel Highlands says let's go. It's Timmy Mahalko firing it in. Chipped up here to Russell Blejo. Play though broken up by Dylan Ritchie. Mustangs again fire it in. Blejo trying to track it down, but played down the far touchline by Tim Maxwell. Maxwell, though, sending it out. And Timmy Mahalko to send it back in here for Laurel Highlands. He'll play it back to Zach Mitchell. And now Mahalko again. Pressure there by Eric Fry. Mahalko playing it forward. Laurel Highlands trying to set something up down that far touchline. Blejo digging in. Trying to send it up to Gianni Dye. And the Highlanders send it out in front of their bench. Talking to McGuffey's head coach Jim Keita before the start of the match, he said his Highlanders have been quite banged up. They don't have too much of a bench to work with here today. Again, McGuffey entering play 2 games back of Ringgold for the conference lead, but McGuffey sitting pretty. They pretty much locked up a playoff spot along with Ringgold in the conference, and either a Trinity win or a Laurel Highlands loss will lock up the third and final playoff spot for the Hillers. Again, the Hillers 3 conference games remaining, Laurel Highlands with 2. As Kishel pushing it over on the far side over there to Carmen Kavanaugh. Back on the Highlanders back line. McGuffey trying to rotate it up. Laurel Highlands a quick deflection back. Now Timmy Maxwell touching it out. Carmen Kavanaugh to reload again for Laurel Highlands. And again to Blejo. Blejo trying to get around Timmy Maxwell. Blejo looking for the cross. Was never able to take the shots. Got too deep. Out of play off of Laurel Highlands and out. And a goal kick here for the Highlanders. And Jimmy Keita, the head coach of McGuffey. He's assisted by Brandon Crawford and Len Morton. McGuffey winning the first meeting between these two teams by a score 4-1 back on September the 22nd. It's certainly a big game for McGuffey as far as playoff seeding goes as well. They don't want to concede a loss here to the Mustangs and drop them down in the table, possibly in the conference, and then end up relinquishing maybe a top 10 seed. Mustangs working into the box there to Die, trying to play back to Max Mears. And now Garrett Kopich. Kopich on the far side, headed back by the Highlanders. Aaron Harris trying to track it down here for McGuffey. Pressure there by Garrett Kopich. Harris goes high and forward here to Eric Fry. Fry off to his right, no one home. Timmy Mahalko sends it down. Looking there for Blejo, again broken up by the Highlanders. They'll try to set up a run down the far side for Jimmy Siebert. Timmy Rice there defending for Laurel Highlands. Rice a little push up there to Timmy Mahalko. Mahalko with some backside pressure sends it up to Zach Mitchell. Mitchell off to his left, down to Carmen Cavanaugh, trying to set up a run here for Russell Blejo. But the ball wide of Blejo and out. And Tim Maxwell will take the throw in here for McGuffey. Headed up by Siebert. Looking there for either Andrew Allender or Eric Fry. It's played back to the foot of Siebert again. Cavanaugh a little pressure. Forced ahead by Maxwell. Rice chipping it back for Laurel Highlands up to Max Mears. Sam Dinka battling there on the McGuffey side. Ball again out here on the near side. Off of Laurel Highlands and out. Mackenzie Kopko will trigger it back in. McGuffey making their first change of the night. Jimmy Siebert getting a little rest. And Jet Pattison, number 14, checking in.
The game for McGuffey, number 14, Jet Pattison.
Pattison, only a freshman. A little action there out in front of the Mustang goal. Finally cleared back to Mackenzie Kopko. On Kopko on the near touchline, double teamed. Up to Dinka. Touched over to Harris. Works his way around Jarrett Davis. And forward trying to find Eric Fry. Broken up there by Jarrett Davis, who did a good job there for Laurel Highlands getting back defensively. There's a corner kick, though, from McGuffey. To be taken by Eric Fry here on the near side. Almost 12 minutes into the match. Already a 2-0 lead for the Highlanders as Fry sends it into the box. Looking there for a header out in front. And sent wide of the goal. So McGuffey creating a lot of action here in the opening 12 minutes, already with a pair of goals. Scored by Jimmy Siebert. Aaron Harris assisting on the first goal. Nate Stout assisting on the second marker. And the lead at 2-0. It's Nate Stout again through center. Off to his right to Timmy Maxwell. Pressure, though, by Carmen Cavanaugh. Carmen Cavanaugh picks up the loose ball here for Laurel Highlands, but works it out of play on the far side. We've yet to see a change on the Laurel Highlands side. Jerry Rogers Sr. and Jr. going still with their original lineup here in the opening 13 minutes. Mahalko on the backside. Over to Jarrett Davis. Pressure coming from Harris. Harris pokes it free. Now Aaron Harris trying to track it down. Has it near side of the box. Tripped up there by Davis. Will we get a foul from behind? And the second question will be, was Harris outside of the box? And they're going to rule this a foul here on Davis just outside of the 18. but not by much. Mustangs catching a break there. Once again, Nate Stout to take this free kick. They'll go in a hurry on the chip on the far post. No one home. Ball out of play. Not sure if McGuffey was quite set up offensively when Stout had the chip on the far side. Didn't have anyone over there to come crashing in on a header. And Zach Mitchell to take the goal kick here for Laurel Highlands. Sends it back to center. Blejo trying to chip it down. Mustangs get a little help there from Timmy Rice. But it's Stout on the control on the McGuffey side. Down the far touchline again to Timmy Maxwell. Looking to cross. Broken up there by Carmen Cavanaugh. But Stout keeps on fighting. Down to Eric Fry. Fry on the cross. Out in front of the near side. Goes all the way through the box. Harris trying to track it down and able to keep it in play. McGuffey fans thought the whole ball was still in when it was whistled out. So the Mustangs catch another break.
Into the game from Laurel Highlands, number 25, Eli Mitchell.
Now Laurel Highlands making their first change of the match. Bringing both Eli Mitchell and Connor Rapp into the game. Mitchell only a freshman. Rapp a sophomore. Two normal starters for Laurel Highlands throughout the course of the season. And Rapp started his season with some fireworks. 4 goals against Albert Gallatin and the Mustang opener. Hasn't been able to carry that success throughout the course of the season, but certainly would add something to the Mustang attack up front. Dylan Seaman, another Mustang freshman, checking in, another normal starter, and we'll see with the Mustangs getting back to more of a traditional starting lineup, if it'll create a little better form for them out there here today. But the normal starters now will have to play from behind, 2-0. Here's Stout again on the McGuffey side. Kind of chip it off to his right, broken up there by Timmy Mahalko. Playing it forward up to Gianni Dye. But again, the Highlanders back line, Mackenzie Kopko. Had his pass intercepted by Max Mears, now deflected out by Timmy Maxwell. Garrett Kopich to take this Laurel Highlands throw-in. Trying to feed Dye, gets a little help there from Dylan Seaman, but no one home again for Laurel Highlands. Highlanders played out again to Nate Stout. Kopich and Mears on the pressure. Stout might have been a little bit of a dive there, but called a foul on Laurel Highlands. Highlanders get the free kick. To be taken by Braden Shriver. Highlanders junior. Shriver sends it down, more of a low line drive on the near side off the body of Aaron Harris. Works around Garrett Kopich. Heels it back to Nate Stouts. Now Harris again in open space. Sends it into the box. Went through Pattison. Loose on the near side where it's scooped up by Alex Mears. Mears back down the field. Blejo trying to track it down. Played back there by Dylan Ritchie. Dylan Seaman trying to find it there for Laurel Highlands. Harris and Blejo almost colliding. And the ball goes out of play off of McGuffey and out, and Laurel Highlands will make some additional changes. Mustangs Mahalko trying to find Connor Ramp. Broken up by Sam Dinka. Sends it up to Nate Stouts. Stout pressure there by Alex McAlay. Ball comes loose. Found there again by Mahalko. Rotates over to Connor Rapp. Back again to Zach Mitchell. Just sends it down the near side off the body of Garrett Kopich. Kopich keeping it in play. Back again to Jared Davis. Down the field, looking there for McAlay. Broken up by Dylan Ritchie. Forward again to Nate Stout. Stout with Max Mears on him, trying to spin forward. Mears a little poke away. Stout, though, retains possession back to Braden Shriver. Shriver dances around McAlay. Looks like somebody lost a shoe. It was McAlay. As McGuffey tries to work it down the far touchline. Saved back by Timmy Rice. But the Highlanders keep possession with Sam Dinka. Highlanders Highlanders trying to set up a run. Dinka again outside the box. Touch back, and the shot going wide. Taken up top there by Eric Fry. So almost midway through this first half. Getting both goals coming in the opening 5 minutes, both by Jimmy Sieberts, the talented Highlander senior. And you look at McGuffey entering this match on a hot streak, winners of 6 of their last 7. The only loss during that stretch, a 4-1 setback against Ringgold. And the Rams unbeaten in conference play, 10-0 overall. Played back here to Loafman. He'll send it out. Garrett Kopich on the throw and looks to go in a hurry here to McClay. McClay trying to track it down. Played out by Braden Shriver. Mustangs need a ball. They want to hurry it along, but can't find a loose ball until now. When Kopich sends it into the box. Top of the 18, it's loose. Mustangs looking for control. Eli Mitchell is there. But it's Sam Dinka trying to push it off to Andrew Allender. Ball off of McGuffey and out. Eli Mitchell to send it back in here for the Mustangs. Mitchell over Dylan Seaman. And wide for a McGuffey goal kick. On the Laurel Highlands side, again, they enter this match 6-7-3 overall, 4-5-1 in the conference. Laurel Highlands winning last time out in a non-conference game over Trinity Christian of West Virginia by a score of 6-4, but the Mustangs losing a tough match at Waynesburg in their last conference action back on October the 6th, and that along with a tie here against Trinity and a loss at Ringgold have the Mustangs on the outside looking in as far as a playoff spot, but still Laurel Highlands mathematically alive entering this match today. But along with a win here over McGuffey, and again they trailed 2-0 here in the opening 20 minutes, would need a Trinity loss against Brownsville. And Brownsville's form obviously has been inconsistent throughout the course of the season. If they can somehow help the Mustangs out and Laurel Highlands could find a way to win this match over McGuffey, Laurel Highlands could be back in the WPIAL playoffs. Nice run up here from Rapp, but scooped up by Loafman. A little collision there between McClay and Harris. Chipped down by Kopich. Mears trying to track it down. There's Connor Rapp battling there with Sam Dinka. And a whistle. And that's one of the reasons I was a bit surprised to see Laurel Highlands mixing things up a lot with more of a senior-laden lineup today, considering the fact that Laurel Highlands was still mathematically alive for playoff contention, and it kind of cost Laurel Highlands in the opening 5 minutes, giving up 2 goals, and things have certainly settled down a little bit with the Mustangs' normal starters out there. That ball ruled off sides. Now a free kick here for Laurel Highlands to be taken by Zach Mitchell. Send it down on a line. Off of Dylan Ritchie. An opportunity here for the Mustangs. They look to cross from the far side. Garrett Kopich trying to send it into the box. Now comes loose up top. And the shot just going wide here on the near side. Wind now starting to pick up a little bit. Game time temperature started at 56 degrees under mostly clear skies. Had some rain around the area this morning and gradual clearing throughout the course of the day. Harris trying to head it forward there for McGuffey. Davis on the play for Laurel Highlands. But Harris again finds it for the Highlanders running back. Aaron Harris working off to his right. Back to Stout. Tried a chip. Broken up, though, by Laurel Highlands and Timmy Rice. Mustangs say, let's move. Here's Garrett Kopich back into the Highlanders zone, trying to feed McAlay. And chipped out again here on the near side. Kopich again fires into McAlay. Back to Timmy Rice. Rice dancing into the box, spinning forward, but then losing control. to Sam Dinka. Dinka playing it back out to the freshman Jet Pattison. Off to Harris. Harris trying to run around Jarrett Davis. Nice run for Harris. Harris down the field. Harris on the cross, broken up by Jarrett Davis. Nice defensive play there by the Mustangs junior, Jarrett Davis. Will be a corner kick, though, for McGuffey. To be taken by Nate Stout. Highlanders go quickly back into Harris. And now Stout give and go. Stout shot save made there by Mears. And again deflected out for another corner kick. So McGuffey creating plenty of scoring opportunities here in the first half. They've controlled possession, scoring opportunities, and lead it 2-0. Nate Stout again on the corner. On the far post, headed back there by the Mustangs. Sam Dinka pushing it back there to Tim Maxwell going high, headed back out by Davis. Mustangs try to set up a run coming back. Max Mears a touch over to Garrett Kopich. And the play broken up by Mackenzie Kopko, got tripped up by Kopich. Kopko a little slow in getting up. Should be a free kick here for McGuffey off the Laurel Highlands foul, with 15.5 minutes left here in the first half. Dylan Ritchie to take the free kick from about 43 yards from goal. Ritchie from the top of the box. Headed back out to Connor Rapp. Touchdown by Mears. Now on the far side, Laurel Highlands, a run coming back. Eli Mitchell up to Timmy Rice, who's tripped up. No foul call there. We play on. Rice tripped up there by Dylan Ritchie. And Timmy Mahalko sends it out. Nate Stout to work it back in here for the Highlanders. Jet Pattison now checking out of the game on the McGuffey side. Max Mears taking a seat on the Laurel Highlands side. John O'Connell seeing his first action, another freshman for McGuffey. And Braden Steele checking in for the first time for Laurel Highlands. Garrett Kopich back into Zach Mitchell. Worked along down on the near side to Alex McLay. Get intercepted by Harris. Down to Nate Stouts. Now Harris again. And once again Stout as those two play catch. Back down the field. Touch there from Sam Dinka. Pressure from Eli Mitchell. Run kept alive on the far side from Dinka. Centering it off to Andrew Allender. Allender into the box. Low shot save made by Mears. Gives up the rebound, and Allender sends it home. Andrew Allender scoring McGuffey's third goal of the night after Alex Mears gave up the rebound out in front. Allender extends the McGuffey lead to 3-0 with 13:55 left here in the first half. And we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
McGuffey goal by number 3, Andrew Allender.
The Laurel Highlands boys soccer team boosters would like to wish the soccer team and their coaches on having a great season this year. Go Mustangs.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School. McGuffey a 3-0 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Laurel Highlands maybe still caught up in some of the pregame festivities. It's not been a good start on the Mustang side. And another break down the field again for Aaron Harris. Davis working it out. Mustangs wanted the ball. Davis challenging the throw-in. Now he'll find it. Work it up to Braden Steele. Sent down the near side. Garrett Kopich trying to track it down, but it's played back by Braden Shriver. Steele in open space. Off to Dylan Seaman. Touched along to Eli Mitchell. Now Connor Rapp on the run. And played outs by Dylan Ritchie. Mustangs make a change. Jared Davis checking out. Looks like Todd Brown checking in.
Into the game for Laurel Highlands, number 26, Todd Brown.
And again, a Braden steal, but broken up once again by Sam Dinka. Ball deflects loose top of the box. Rice off to Zach Mitchell. Near side of Todd Brown, but gave it up. Aaron Harris on a run coming back. Here's Harris into the box. Harris towards the goal. Mears the save. Rebound given up near side and sending it wide. Is John O'Connell. What a save, though, from Alex Mears. Coming out and saving what would have been the fourth McGuffey goal of the night. As Aaron Harris just sliced through two Mustang defenders, breaking free into the box. And it took Mears, the Mustang keeper, to save the day. McGuffey on it again. Here's Harris. He's had a nice game so far. This time fires from about 30 yards out. Broken up there by Zach Mitchell. Now a foul called here on the McGuffey side. Harris caught on the infraction. Or a little bit of a too aggressive slide tackle there. And Zach Mitchell sends it down to the near side. Again, Laurel Highlands has to hustle. McLay trying to get possession. But Dylan Ritchie sends it out of play. Oh, they're going to rule this off of McLay out. Wow. Now, Ritchie might have been the last to touch it. But off of McLay and out, and Nick Wolfman will get the goal kick here on the McGuffey side. Fires back to center. Off of McGuffey and out, Todd Brown to take the throw in. Steele ahead to Garrett Kopich. Crosses out in front, looking there for Connor Rapp. Seaman also battling. Rapp pulls it down. Sends it down to Garrett Kopich. Garrett into the box, and the save made again by Nick Wolfman. Wolfman and McGuffey showing good form here in the opening 30 minutes. As we said, they've won 6 of their last 7. And after missing the WPIAL playoffs a year ago, they'll be back in here for 2015. And Harris, another nice run here for the Highlanders. Off to his right to Stout. Chip back to Harris. Harris out in front. Sends it into the back of the net for the 4th McGuffey goal of the night. Aaron Harris. Now a goal and an assist for the Highlanders. All McGuffey here tonight. They lead Laurel Highlands 4-0. 9:51 left before halftime. We're back in just a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Sit right down and you hear a tale of a fateful call. You better pay those bills right now or you take a mighty fall. He really didn't know what to do, so he turned to those who did. Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, your bankruptcy crew, your bankruptcy crew. So no matter how deep in debt you are, if your back's against the wall, Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, just give them a call.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, Mustangs now down 4-0, just over 30 minutes into the match. Carmen Cavanaugh now checking back in, replacing Garrett Kopich. Eric Fry also re-entering on the McGuffey side. Here's Braden Steele. Run broken up again by Dylan Ritchie and the Highlanders. Back to Aaron Harris. Wide on the far side to Sam Dinka. Got a pass off to his left, broken up there by Dylan Seaman. Timmy Mahalko chips there for Laurel Highlands. Nice play along there by Alex McLay, trying to find Carmen Cavanaugh, who was unable to knock it down here on the near side. Mackenzie Kopko to take this Highlanders throw in. Up to Zach Mitchell. And now Dylan Seaman. Chipped off again there by Ritchie. Mustangs trying to keep possession. And a roll all the way back to Nick Loafman, the Highlanders keeper. He plays it back to center. Zach Mitchell looking for the header there for Laurel Highlands. Sent along by both Braden Steele and Carmen Cavanaugh. Connor Rapp trying to track it down. Off the body of Cavanaugh. Back to Steele. Settled by Seaman off to Cavanaugh. Chip top of the box. Again, no one home, but fanning on the clear there is Braden Shriver. It's played back again to the keeper, Nick Loafman. Loafman works off to his right. Highlanders can take some time here with a 4-0 lead. Mahalko on the far side. Trying to find Connor Rapp. Sam Dinka's been solid tonight for McGuffey. Broke it up there momentarily. Mustangs try to get possession back. A look out, here's Aaron Harris off the feed from Ritchie. Touched off there to Eric Fry. Back to Harris again. Harris works off to his right. Andrew Allender a chance. Mustangs on the breakup. Nate Stout regains possession. McGuffey can't get anything going on that run. Brown plays it out for Laurel Highlands. Nicolay trying to add the pressure on Dylan Ritchie. Allender coming back again for the Highlanders. Back into the box. Harris on a run. Harris loose on the near side. Pulls up. Harris from point blank range looks to center there for Fry, who fanned on the shot attempt. On the back post now, Siebert looks for the cross. Was deflected wide. It will be another McGuffey corner kick. As we go under 7 minutes left here in the first half. McGuffey continues to buzz. And not a lot of excitement on the Laurel Highlands side so far tonight. Eric Fry will put it down, but we'll get some subs that will enter first before Fry will take the corner kick. Tyler Kishel back in on the Laurel Highlands side.
Free entry for Laurel Highlands, number 1, Tyler Kishel.
Fry on the corner. Goes through to Harris. Harris loose again. Just sends it high.
Into the game for McGuffey.
Through the uprights.
Eli Moses.
But above the goal. Number 2, Eli Moses. Seeing his first match action of the night for McGuffey as we go under 6 minutes left here in the first half. Zach Mitchell sends it down here on the near side. Collision there between Carmen Cavanaugh and Aaron Harris. Todd Brown trying to play it along, but it went right to Nate Stouts. Stouts, long shot, a line drive, and it's corralled there by Alex Mears. Mears fires it back to center. Rapp trying to knock it down. Worked up by Harris again. Aaron Harris from 25 out. On the backside, is it onsides? It was, but went right through Eli Moses. And out for a Laurel Highlands goal kick. So a nice setup there on the McGuffey side. But Moses unable to corral it in. We remain at 4-0. And Zach Mitchell will take the goal kick here for the Mustangs. Sends it down, headed back by Nate Stouts. Off the body of Todd Brown. Trying to feed Kishel. It's intercepted again by Stouts. And most of this game has been played in the Laurel Highlands zone. McGuffey has controlled possession. He lead at 4-0. Here's Stout again in open space. Stout top of the box. Pressured again by Kishel. Now Stout goes down. If there's no foul, it should be a handball. And that's the call. Handball there on Nate Stout. Zach Mitchell on the free kick. Down to McLay, who leaves for Cavanaugh. And Cavanaugh loses the handle. Harris on the run, coming back for the Highlanders. Aaron Harris from 30 out trying to spin back. Got triple teamed. Mustangs won the ball momentarily. McGuffey keeping the pressure up. Nate Stout sends it off to his right again. Andrew Allender down to Sam Dinka. Dinka looking for the cross. Trying to get around Eli Mitchell. Broken up by Tim Mihalko. And sent out of play again. And rolled a corner kick here for McGuffey. So we approach 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Nate Stout to take it. Stout goes into the box, and it will go all the way through. Highlanders unable to track it down. Laurel Highlands throwing. Aaron Harris dances again between Kavanaugh and McLay. Nice little heel back there from Stout. Trying to send it back in Harris's direction. And there's Sam Dinka. Getting himself involved. Again, weaving through defenders. Touched off there for a moment to Pattison. Players battle top of the box. Laurel Highlands looking for the clear, and they'll just send it out here on the near side. Mackenzie Kopko to reload. Headed along by Stout. Stout breaking back. Stout chipping on the far side, but out of the reach of Andrew Allender. And over for another Laurel Highlands goal kick as we go under 2 minutes. Left here in the first half, a 4-0 lead for McGuffey over Laurel Highlands. Timmy Mihalko to take this goal kick. Down the field for Connor Rapp. Played back to Dylan Seaman. Touched along by Zach Mitchell, but again controlled by McGuffey. Laurel Highlands has had a hard time really finding any possession time, especially inside the McGuffey zone here tonight. Sent along by Dinka. Allender trying to chase it down. Needs to get around Mihalko. Picks up possession. Chips it into the box, but scooped up there by Alex Mears, denying both Eli Moses and Jet Pattison, who were on the doorstep. Mears now fires back to center. Touchdown by Connor Rapp. But again, it's the Highlanders that control possession. Sam Dinka works back to his left. Forward to Nate Stout. Stout on the run coming back for the Highlanders. Here's Stout on the near side. Once again to Aaron Harris. Harris crosses. And the ball scooped up again by Alex Mears. Rolled out on the far side to Eli Mitchell. 42 seconds left here in the first half. Mitchell's pass intercepted by Stout. Nate Stout on the far side again to Allender. Allender back to Stout. Stout top of the box. Try to go low on the inside there to Pattison. Broken up by the Mustangs. Stout regains. Pushed up again to Aaron Harris. Harris breaking loose on the near side. Try to cross out in front. Deflected down by Todd Brown and out of play for another McGuffey corner kick. They'll go in a hurry here, down to 13 seconds left in the first half. Look at everyone involved.
10, 9.
Sent back into the box.
7,
Mustangs try to head it out.
5, 4.
And finally, Dylan Seaman
2,
gets it outside the 18, and we'll go to halftime. But a tough first half for Laurel Highlands as they find themselves trailing McGuffey by a score of 4-0 here on senior night on the South Union Township Sports Network.
And just remind everyone the concession stand is open to sneak on over to get something to eat or drink. Through our 10-minute intermission is all sponsored by the Laurel Highlands Boys Soccer Boosters.
Chesler's Furniture of Uniontown is proud to be a sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth athletics. In business since 1950 and owned and operated since 1974 by Theodore and Rich Lacey, Chesler's has long served the immediate area, offering a wide variety of living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, mattresses, and other occasionals. Honored by the National Home Furnishings Association for excellence, we have also been honored by Virginia House for outstanding sales the past 5 years. We offer brand names such as Lazy Boy, Schweiger, Hickory Hill, Serta, Lane, and we take great pride in our service to our many valued customers. We are open Monday and Friday from 9 to 9, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 9 to 6, and we are located at 601 Pittsburgh Street, 2 miles north of Uniontown on Route 51, next to the Fayette Plaza. For more information, please call us at 438-0661 or stop in and see Ted, Scott, Rich, Paul, or Sue.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School, McGuffey a 4-0 lead over the Mustangs, and it didn't take long for McGuffey to get the scoring started. Just 41 seconds into the match, Aaron Harris taking a shot, it deflected off of Jimmy Siebert and in to give McGuffey an early 1-0 lead, and Siebert would strike again off of a free kick from Nate Stout, and Siebert sending it home on the far post. It was 2-0 McGuffey less than 5 minutes into the match. Andrew Allender would extend the lead to 3-0 at the 13:55 mark of the first half, and Aaron Harris at the 9:51 mark of the first half gave the Highlanders a 4-0 lead, and that's where we stand here at halftime. McGuffey 4 and Laurel Highlands 0. Reminder, if you're watching this game on Atlantic Broadband or Armstrong Cable, all of our South Union Township Sports Network programs are now available online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Television, or just search for the game you're looking for. For instance, if you're looking for the Laurel Highlands McGuffey game here today, just search Laurel Highlands McGuffey and you'll find the match. Or you could just follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook. The web address is facebook.com/South Union TV, and we'll post program updates there. And you'll find out about not only all the replay times on Atlantic Broadband and Armstrong cable systems, but also the live video. Anytime a game goes up on YouTube, we'll let you know on the South Union TV Facebook page. Again, here at halftime, it's senior night, but the Mustangs on the short end of the stick so far. A 4-0 lead for McGuffey over Laurel Highlands. Second half match action on the way next here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Diane Zinn is a lifelong resident of this area and has been a full-time real estate agent for 20 years. She is an associate broker at Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty and has been a multi-million-dollar producer agent. Considering a relocation to our area, Diane can be helpful in specific areas that might be of interest to you, guiding you in buying that perfect home for your family and providing mortgage avenues for financing your dream home. If you need a market value for your home, this service is also provided with the knowledge that only a full-time realtor can provide in our current sales market. Diane will take the necessary time to help you find that ultimate dream home and will also take the time to market your home to get the best possible market value for you. Look for a full-time realtor with integrity, professionalism, and the knowledge of the real estate market. Call Diane Zinn today at 724-437-7100.
Welcome back to Laurel Highlands High School. Just about ready for second half match action. Again, it's senior day here at Laurel Highlands. The Mustang seniors that were honored before the start of the game include Tyler Kishel, Alex Mears, Russell Bleho, Gianni Dye, Max Mears, Timmy Rice, and Zach Mitchell. A couple of the highlights from the senior night festivities. Russell Bleho headed to Cal U next year, going to California University of Pennsylvania. Wants to get into teaching. Gianni Dye, one of his highlights in his high school career, getting an opportunity to watch the famous Messi in a U.S.-Argentina soccer game. Tyler Kishel going to the Art Institute of Pittsburgh. One of the bigger chuckles we got out of senior night was Garrett Kopert saying his favorite memory watching Alex Mears get a red card in a game against Somerset up at the Somerset tournament. Zach Mitchell most likely headed to Westminster to play soccer. Timmy Rice going to Penn State to study business. And, of course, the Mears brothers, Alex and Max Mears. Alex, the varsity captain, looking at either Ohio State or the University of Pittsburgh. Maybe I can sway his way a little bit towards OHIO there for Alex. His brother also considering Ohio State or Penn State, as that chip there from the Highlanders just going over the aforementioned Alex Mears. I'll have to talk to the Mears boys. They're considering Ohio State maybe a little bit, try to get them to sway in that direction. I'm sure a lot of you may be watching this game would rather them stay here locally with Penn State or the University of Pittsburgh. Of course, all fine schools. All joking aside. McGuffey starting the second half, much like they left off in the first half, with 4 goals, and they're buzzing, defending the goal to our left. There's Nate Stouts. His pass intercepted by Garrett Kopich. Now a run here for the Mustangs. Kopich trying to find Russell Blejo. Played back, though, by Sam Dinka and sent out on the far side. Garrett Kopich to reload here for Laurel Highlands. Trying to find Blejo. Sent out by Mackenzie Kopko. Kopich again. Trying to get into the box. Highlanders trying to chip it out. Knocked down by Zach Mitchell. Off to Dylan Seaman. Stout fighting there on the McGuffey side. Highlanders trying to set up a run. Dinka trying to get around Timmy Dye. The keeper Alex Mears coming out to clear it away down the far side. Kopich going down on the Laurel Highlands side. Highlanders go back into the box. Almost a handball there as the ball sailed through John O'Connell. And out of play for Laurel Highlands goal kick. And we mentioned this series has certainly been tight between these two schools. McGuffey winning 4 of the last 7 over Laurel Highlands, including a 4-1 win earlier on this year at McGuffey High School. It was Laurel Highlands, though, that kept McGuffey out of the playoffs. We brought you the game last year here on the South Union Township Sports Network at McGuffey High School. Game played in a rainstorm. Had to certainly rely on Jerry Dupay much of that night with the fog rolling in and heavy rain coming into our press box. I was relying on the monitor that night as Laurel Highlands defeated McGuffey 2-0. That locked up a playoff spot during the 2014 season for the Mustangs and basically knocked McGuffey out of the playoffs. The Highlanders going 9-8 last year, missing out on the playoffs, but so far McGuffey ready to sweep the season series this year against Laurel Highlands after the Mustangs swept a season ago. The team split back in 2013, both teams making the playoffs. McGuffey losing in the quarterfinals to South Park after defeating Quaker Valley in the first round. Laurel Highlands also has participated over the last 3 years in 6 playoff games, going 3-3 in the postseason. And unless they get a miraculous comeback here at home against McGuffey, they'll be watching the postseason here in 2015 from the sidelines. Dylan Seaman trying to touch it forward. McGuffey playing it back. Jared Davis there on the fire for Laurel Highlands. Garrett Kopich trying to track it down. Kopich looking across. Comes loose out in front. Eli Mitchell is there. Also helping out there, Dylan Seaman out in front along with Gianni Dye. But Laurel Highlands unable to generate a shot there on Nick Wolfman as the Highlanders playing back to center and Sam Dinka. Dinka going wide on the far side. Once again, Aaron Harris touched along to Nate Stout. Pressure, though, by Dylan Seaman, and Seaman finds the loose ball there for Laurel Highlands. Seaman pulling back off to his right. Over to Garrett Kopich, who has seen plenty of playing time in this match. Kopich on the far side sends it high and long for Laurel Highlands. And a goal kick here for the Highlanders. Just over 5 minutes into the second half. Laurel Highlands down 4-0. The Mustangs with only one game left here in 2015. And we'll have it for you here in the South Union Township Sports Network. A big game in that, a rivalry game at Bill Power Stadium against the Uniontown Red Raiders. And the Red Raiders very competitive against Laurel Highlands when these two teams met back on September the 24th here at Laurel Highlands High School. The Mustangs winning the match by a score of 3-1. But Uniontown very competitive, led by Josiah Davis in the match. And we'd expect a very competitive match later on this week at Bill Power Stadium as well. As it certainly seems like the Uniontown soccer program is on the up, looking for improvement after they've really gone through a long drought. They're on the other side of town. But the Mustangs still very competitive here in 2015, despite looking like they'll miss out on the postseason. Yeah, they knew pretty much coming into the year might be a tough year with a younger team. Look for them to really gel towards 2016. Of course, the big question mark pretty much in all WPIAL sports going into next year, how will the conferences shape up? The offseason will be a restructuring year for the WPIAL. Soccer, though, expected to remain in 3 classifications, but many of the other sports, football and basketball, baseball and softball, will go from 4 classifications to 6. And we'll see, I think, more conference mix-ups there than we will on the soccer side. The Mustangs very much likely to stay in AA next year as far as boys soccer is concerned. They try to set up a run here to Dylan Seaman, played back, though, by Dinka on the McGuffey side. Here's Dinka down the near side to John O'Connell. O'Connell looking for the cross. Played back top of the box. Zach Mitchell fanning. Pressuring in there is Allender. But Mitchell able to regain and play it back to center for Laurel Highlands. Was looking for Gianni Dye. Went through Dye. Loose here on the near side. And Dye deflecting it back on the clearance attempt there from Braden Shriver. Now picked up by Dylan Seaman. Running it back down into the box. And off of a hop, it's picked up by Nick Loafman of McGuffey. McGuffey has certainly brought plenty of supporters here today. McGuffey, the westernmost school along the I-70 corridor before you get into West Virginia. With the Highlanders contending for a playoff spot, and their supporters very strong here at the Mustang Corral tonight.
Reacting for McGuffey, number 14, Jet Pattison.
Jet Pattison, the freshman, back in for the Highlanders. Here's Sam Dinka back through center. Dinka now into the Laurel Highlands zone. He'll touchdown around, and Jet Pattison trying to keep it in, but off of McGuffey going out. Mustang throwing. Played along by Seaman. Up to Eli Mitchell. Tries to get around Allender. Mitchell touches it along to Seaman. Back to Mitchell. Kept in. Back to Timmy Mahalko. Zach Mitchell going high. Headed back there by Tim Maxwell, but the Mustangs break down on the far side. Russell Blejo colliding with the keeper Loafman, and Loafman finally able to cover top of the box with Blejo right on the doorstep, and those two collided rather hard. And the Highlanders getting a fortunate bounce as Loafman able to cover. And they'll pick it back up 4-0, trying to break back down on the far side. Aaron Harris again, trying to get around Timmy Rice. Harris pulls back up, gets double teamed. Timmy Rice back in to help out as well. Harris trying to hacky sack it along, and the ball finally deflected out on the far side. Almost 10 minutes into this second half. The Mustangs still looking for the first goal of the night. Now things getting a little chippy here in front of Alex Mears. Aaron Harris mixing things up. Will be a corner kick here for the Highlanders. We've yet to see a card issued on either side. Nate Stout to take the corner. Goes low. Little give and go there with Dinka. Stout gets it back. Tries to cross. Headed out by the Mustangs. Nice job there by Garrett Kopich. sending it out. Check that. That was Eli Mitchell sending it out. Breaking up the cross attempt out in front. Mitchell, the freshman, did not get the start today with it being senior night, but has been very involved since he's gotten some time here into the match. And had two balls on the field there for a moment as Allender sends it in to Stout. Try to push it back down to Harris on the far side. Played back by Davis and now Mitchell. Dye trying to chase it down. Unable to keep it in. And Tim Maxwell will fire it back in on the McGuffey side. Pressured by Seaman. Poked along by Zach Mitchell. Stout looking for some help there on the McGuffey side, but it's Kopich out of control. Trying to feed it down to Blejo. And a slower pass there broken up by Dylan Ritchie. On the run back again on the far side. Eric Fry unable to cross. Mustangs send it out. And they're in Harris to reload. Off to Fry. Now Harris again. Double teamed. Works around it. Into the box. Looking to cross. Loose out in front on the doorstep. There was Jet Pattison and Sam Dinka. But Alex Mears able to cover and send it back to midfield. Played down again by Stout. Stout breaking back. Chipping down to Harris. But Mears finding there for the Mustangs. And again, we'll play it back down. Kopich bodying in there with Mackenzie Kopko. Ruled off of Kopko and outs, or no? Ruled a foul, not a throw-in. So Kopko being called on the foul. Mitchell on the free kick will send it down. Again, goes through here on the near side and outs. Eli Mitchell heading it back. Off to Gianni Dye. Back to Dylan Seaman. Pushed along to Russell Blejo. Off to Seaman again. Dye trying to track it down, and it's sent out by Timmy Maxwell. Here's Eli Mitchell. Back into the box, and Loftman comes out to quickly cover on the McGuffey side. And fire it back to center. On it's Dinka. Sam Dinka trying to work around Timmy Mahalko. Mahalko on the break up there for the Mustangs. Breaking back to center. Gianni Dye. Off to Mahalko. Mahalko getting involved offensively, but the run broken up there by Dylan Ritchie. Dye and Fry collide. Dinka battles again with Mahalko. Might have been a handball there, Mahalko. It was. No, ruled a foul, I guess, on the McGuffey side. Mustangs will take it.
18, Carmen Cavanaugh, number 26, Todd Brown.
Todd Brown and Carmen Cavanaugh check back in for the Mustangs as Zach Mitchell sends it down the field. Once again, the Highlanders played out. Mitchell on the fire. Dye trying to track it down. Touched into Seaman, back to Dye. Dye on the cross. Loftman comes out. Ball loose out in front. Loftman was down momentarily. Seaman looking for the loose ball, but the Highlanders again play it out to Eric Fry, who will push it up here to Jet Pattison on the break. Dinka trying to come down the near side. Played back by Timmy Rice. A little sidestep there from Andrew Allender. Ball again comes free. Seaman sending it back where Pattison touches. Mustangs help it along as Mahalko sends it down to Eli Mitchell. Mitchell, a little battle there with Sam Dinka. Played back again to Timmy Mahalko. Forward to Zach Mitchell. Mitchell dancing around Dylan Ritchie. Up to Eli Mitchell. Off to Timmy Mahalko again. Going high here to Zach Mitchell. Forward looking for Dylan Seaman. Played out again by Allender. Mustangs with some pressure on the far side from Gianni. Check that, Carmen Kavanaugh. And Kavanaugh will reload here for Laurel Highlands. Into Todd Brown. Brown up top. Stout a little pressure there on the McGuffey side. Trying to work it up to Aaron Harris. Mustangs body it back. Goes over that back line. For a McGuffey goal kick. With 24:20 left on a running clock here in the second half. All 4 McGuffey goals coming in the first half of this match. The opening 2 scored by Jimmy Siebert. Aaron Harris a goal and an assist. Andrew Allender also a goal for the Highlanders, and Nate Stouts another point getter tonight with an assist on the Highlanders side. Sam Dinka has also played well. He'll fire it in here to Stouts. Back to Dinka again. Trying to get around Eli Mitchell. Eli plays it back, looking there for Gianni Dye. Stout on the control. Goes wide on the far side. Off to Mackenzie Kopko.
Earlier for McGuffey, number 2, Eli Moses.
Double team comes over. Kopko goes a dancing. Check that, Aaron Harris. And the play ruled offsides. I mentioned Laurel Highlands, only 1 regular season game remaining on the McGuffey side. The Highlanders actually have 3 games left before they'll start the WPIAL playoffs, but only 1 conference game remaining. They'll host Peters Township before playing the final conference game at Redstone Field and Republic against Brownsville. Then they'll wrap up the regular season at Monessen before the WPIAL playoffs begin. Todd Brown here for Laurel Highlands, off to Dylan Seaman. Seaman on the chip. Down to Eli Mitchell, who has the first Mustang goal of the night. Laurel Highlands not done yet. Eli Mitchell gets Laurel Highlands on the scoreboard. Mustangs back to within 4-1. Still 22 minutes and 38 seconds of match time left. We're back in just a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Tonight's soccer game is being brought to you in part by Dr. Michael Lemontowski and Surgical Associates, 10 Highland Park Drive here in Uniontown. They can be reached at 724-439-6340. Good luck to the area teams from Dr. Michael Lemontowski.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
Back here at Laurel Highlands High School. So on senior day, it's a freshman getting Laurel Highlands' first goal, Eli Mitchell, giving the Mustangs some life. Laurel Highlands, though, still down 3 with 22:38 left here in the second half. Connor Rapp now checking into the game. See if Laurel Highlands can get the offense going. The Mustangs, if you're just joining us, yielded 2 goals in the opening 10 minutes of this match. And Laurel Highlands trying to recover from that early hole. Alex McCallay also into the game on the Laurel Highlands side. It's McGuffey, though, with control right now. And a nice defensive sliding tackle there by Zach Mitchell to slow down the attack. Okay, Connor Rapp limping a little bit out there for Laurel Highlands.
Ready for McGuffey, number 11, Eric Fry. Reentry for Laurel Highlands, number 7, Alex McClay.
There's Dylan Seaman. Little collision there with Dylan Ritchie. Aaron Harris. On the near side to Timmy Maxwell. Knocked out a play by Eli Mitchell. In open space again, Sam Dinka. Dinka, a lot of speed. Timmy Mahalko on the break up there for Laurel Highlands. And Mahalko plays it back to center. Connor Rapp trying to knock it down. Braden Shriver. Also there on the McGuffey side, Aaron pass there from Stout, not on the same page. And his teammates Dinka and Harris. Mustangs Connor Rapp trying to come down the near side. Well defended there by Timmy Maxwell. Zach Mitchell in open space. Fires from about 37 yards out. That's a tough line drive there for the keeper Loafman to cover. Midway through the second half. Laurel Highlands the only second half goal. That's scored by Eli Mitchell. McGuffey with 4 in the first half of this match. Mahalko trying to touch it along. Aaron Harris running back. Both Mahalko and Harris go down. A free kick here for McGuffey. Foul there on Mahalko. Ball sent into the box there from Harris. Played back out by Seaman. Laurel Highlands getting possession. Nice run up here to Connor Rapp. Rapp trying to track it down. Rapp has it here on the near side. A look for the cross. He'll pull it back to Dylan Seaman. Off to Eli Mitchell. Now Rapp again. Looking again for Eli. Goes through Eli. Will be cleared here by Nate Stout. Stout on the push up here to Aaron Harris. Double team comes over on the Mustang side. Good job there from Carmen Kavanaugh to help out Timmy Mahalko to slow down that McGuffey run. But Harris finds it again in open space. Harris trying to break back. This time slowed by the sweeper Timmy Rice. Up to Alex McLay. A collision there with Mackenzie Kopko. And Kopko goes down on the McGuffey side. And there you see also a little bit dinged up. And Jerry Dupay called it earlier. Braden Shriver has been favoring that knee. Number 18. We'll play on. Ball goes down. Fumbled there for a moment by Mears, but Mears able to cover. Mustangs work it back up here to Connor Rapp. With a diamond of Highlanders around him. No room there. Andrew Allender on the far side. Kavanaugh might have got away with a foul there on Harris. As Stout breaks back down again for the Highlanders. Laurel Highlands looking for a run coming back. Seaman up to McLay. Low looking for Rapp. Eli Mitchell also here on the near side, unable to track it down. With 17:47 left here in the second half, still a 4-1 lead for McGuffey over Laurel Highlands. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Tim Maxwell to work it in. He'll lob it in here on the near side. Eli Mitchell.
Number 14.
Off to Connor Rapp. And that play off sides. With 17 minutes left here in the second half. McGuffey to put it down for a free kick. Timmy Maxwell to take it. Off to Tim Rice. Over to Todd Brown. A little pressure there from Jet Pattison. Pattison knocks it out. Brown and the Mustangs play on. Looking there for McGuffey. Ball goes high here on the near side. Eli Mitchell up to Dylan Seaman. Deflected off of Andrew Allender. Laurel Highlands still buzzing. McGuffey. Touch back to Seaman. Leaves here for Mitchell, who fires right on goal. Save made there by Nick Loafman. So we got our 16 minutes left here in the second half. Played back again to center. Mustangs work it up to Connor Rapp on the run, and Loafman another scoop up there on the McGuffey side. I like more what I see out of Laurel Highlands here in the second half, obviously compared to the first half, where McGuffey controlled possession time almost the entire way in the, I'd say 80% of the first half was played inside the Laurel Highlands zone. Laurel Highlands has certainly created more scoring opportunities for themselves and picked up the Eli Mitchell goal here in the second half. But that early hole as Eli Mitchell colliding there with Jet Pattison might be too deep of a hole for the Mustangs to climb out of here today. It's still down 4-1. Mitchell touch ahead to Rapp. This is a nice run for Connor Rapp. The keeper's out and Rapp's shot goes wide. Nick Loafman came outside the 18 to pressure Rapp. And you can kind of sense that Rapp felt that pressure, went a little bit too quickly there on the shot. If Rapp would have been able to sidestep Loafman there, he would have had an open path to a wide open goal and possibly the Mustangs' second goal of the night. But nice aggression there from Loafman. Credit the McGuffey side. And we'll see if we can get more of that pressure from Laurel Highlands. Here's Rapp again. Play onsides. Rapp is loose. And Loafman making the diving save and now able to cover. So two great runs by Laurel Highlands and Connor Rapp. But in both occasions, Nick Loafman standing tall for McGuffey. Two big denials. And the score remains 4-1. 13 minutes and 44 seconds left here in the second half. See how many more of these runs the Mustangs have in them. Here's Dylan Seaman trying to settle here for Timmy Mahalko. McGuffey fans, you can kind of sense they're growing restless a little bit. Their team playing a little bit more conservative and a little bit more lackadaisical, leading 4-1, allowing some of these Mustang chances. Laurel Highlands trying to stay on it. That ball is likely going off of Laurel Highlands, and out it is. Highlanders fire. Mahalko heads it back. Off to Eli Mitchell. Now Dylan Seaman. If Laurel Highlands could find a way here to pull back to within 2 over the next couple of minutes, try to make things interesting here in the final few minutes of the match. Todd Brown fired in one off the back of Sam Dinkin out. That ball scooped up again by Loafman. Loafman now will kill some time. Rice playing it back. Ball out of play. Laurel Highlands also without one of their top scorers here today. Timmy Lucas not in the lineup. And it certainly helps the Highlanders' cause and hurts Laurel Highlands as far as losing a player very capable of scoring a couple of goals in any given match on that front line. Ball off of Laurel Highlands and out. And Tim Maxwell will take this throw in here for the Highlanders. Dylan Seaman back to center. McGuffey settling, and you kind of sense they're just trying to take some time off the clock now with possession time. They know they have a 3-1 lead, very content and hanging on to that lead. They don't really need goals at this point of the match, up 3-1. They're well on their way to improving to 9-5 overall and 9-2 in the conference. Mustangs trying to lob it down there to Alex McLean, scooped up again by the keeper Nick Loafman. We mentioned Laurel Highlands starting 8 seniors here today. Among the players they'll lose, Tyler Kishel, Alex Mears, Russell Blejo, Gianni Dye, Max Mears, Garrett Kopich, Timmy Rice, and Zach Mitchell in the offseason. And, of course, Alex Mears big as far as losing your varsity captain and starting goalkeeper. I was very impressed in what I saw earlier on this year when Alex Mears was out injured and freshman keeper Jacob Campbell. Campbell got some wins for the Mustangs with Mears out of the lineup, and he'll be projected going into 2016, I would think, as the Mustangs starting keeper. And, of course, Laurel Highlands with a nice core group of freshmen, sophomores, and seniors as well. There's a shot attempt there from Nate Stout, went off the head of Zach Mitchell. For Mitchell, I don't know how much that's going to phase him. Big guy out there, and Mitchell not really phased by much. If anything, as Barry Rosner, our public address announcer, just commented, the ball might have had more damage than Zach. Down to 9-11 left here in the second half. And cross coming up top. Mustangs break it up and try to set up a run coming back. Eli Mitchell. You talk about the bright future of the Mustangs soccer program. Eli Mitchell's a part of it, only a freshman. Has started throughout much of this season for Laurel Highlands and has looked very impressive, including picking up a goal in this match. I'm certainly excited about what the future holds for Mustang soccer and Eli Mitchell. On the break back, though, Aaron Harris. Trying to get around Timmy Rice. And we'll see with this match pretty much in hand if the two Mustang coaches, Jerry Rogers Sr. and Jr., maybe get a final applause for some of these seniors checking them out here at home for a final time. Again, the Mustangs with one final match remaining. That at Bill Powers Stadium against rival Uniontown. And that match, no walk in the park either. Uniontown much improved, and they would very much like to get a win over Laurel Highlands. Uniontown 4-11 overall, but they've been much more competitive during 2015 than they have in the past. And Josiah Davis, who's been a two-sport star in the fall, handball there, and Connor Rapp, for both the Uniontown football and soccer team, has really carried, I guess you can see, both teams on his back throughout the 2015 season. Of course, Davis, one of the top goal scorers, also the punter on the football team, and unfortunately it's been a tough season for the Uniontown footballers. But Davis has done a nice job punting, and he's had certainly probably more opportunities than he would have liked to have so far this season punting the football for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Down to 7:07 left here. Mustangs look to cross out in front. Deflected back there by Shriver. Mustangs look to reset. Mahalko on the far side to Todd Brown. Played ahead to Max Mears. Mears in open space. Sends a shot on goal from about 35 yards out. Loafman making the save. 6:40 left, a 4-1 lead for McGuffey over Laurel Highlands. And again, if you're watching this game on either Atlantic Broadband or Armstrong cable, We'd like to remind you that our broadcasts are also available online, either YouTube, or you could follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook, facebook.com/South Union TV. There's Harris firing, his shot just going wide. And we also got indication there was a keeper change on the McGuffey side. Jim Siebert now in goal. Of course, Siebert scored a couple of first-half goals for the Highlanders. And Siebert getting time now in goal on the McGuffey side, wearing number 22.
Re-entry for the Highlanders, number 2, Eli Moses.
And they'll have a corner kick here from Sam Dinka. Played out to Nate Stout. Stout goes down. No foul called. Mustangs play it back to center and Connor Rapp. On the reset here to Eli Mitchell. A little backside pressure coming there from Aaron Harris. Mustangs continue to dance into the Highlanders zone. There's Dylan Seaman on the touch. The ball will go back to Jimmy Siebert, who's now in goal for McGuffey. Siebert, who had a pair of goals in this match in the first half when Nick Wolfman was in goal for the Highlanders. McGuffey having the luxury with a 3-goal lead here in the second half to mix their keepers up a little bit. We're down to 4:35 left here in the second half. Here's Seaman on the push ahead to Connor Rapp. Rapp looking to run it down. Rapp back into the box. Circles back up top to Seaman. Back to Rapp. It's on sides. Rapp trying to cross back. It'll come back up top. Kavanaugh fires. And on the cover again is Siebert. With 4:02 left. And certainly a perfect weather night for soccer. Game time temperature in the mid-50s. We'll have that in mid-October. Handball there on the McGuffey side off of Eli Moses. Timmy Mahalko to take this free kick for Laurel Highlands in the final 3:30. Aaron Harris on the run back. Thrown in the body is Eli Mitchell. Both players go down. And the Highlanders will have another corner kick here from Aaron Harris. As we go under 3 minutes. Harris into the box. And come all the way back here to Sam Dinka. Dinka resets to Eric Fry. Fry goes down. Overran it. Mustangs have it coming back to Russell Blejo. Ahead here to Connor Rapp. Rapp works back off to his right. Needs some help. Pulls it back again to Blejo. Reinforcements coming up as Blejo looks to cross. And it goes into the netting above the goal with 2:18 to play. Garrett Kopich back in for a final time.
Re-entry for McGuffey. Number 14, Jet Pattison. Number 6, John O'Connell.
Ritchie takes the kick.
Re-entry for Laurel Highlands.
Eli Mitchell knocks it down.
Number 24, Garrett Kopich.
1:50 to play. Off to Seaman. Well, looking for Zach Mitchell. The Highlanders again played back to center. Timmy Mahalko going wide on the far side. Touched there by Max Mears. Chip there from Todd Brown. Kavanaugh trying to track it down, battling on the far side with Mackenzie Kopko. Foul called on Kavanaugh. Kopko with a free kick with 75 seconds left in the match. Ball out of play off of McGuffey and out. As Dinka was trying to touch it down.
1 minute.
Zach Mitchell. 2 Highlanders around him. And Mitchell knocks them both over. Certainly uses his body to his advantage. Played on the Mustang football team during his freshman and sophomore seasons. Did a great job as the Mustang punter. I was actually surprised he wasn't out for his junior and senior season as well. Wanted to concentrate on soccer. And again, talking to Zach, his plan at this point to play soccer at Westminster next year. And he said it's not 100% firm yet. So let's see how things play out there. Final 15 seconds. Siebert boots it down.
10.
And that'll just about do it. Out of the final 10 seconds of this match, the Mustangs getting a goal from Eli Mitchell, but they'll fall 4-1. Jim Siebert again a pair of goals on the McGuffey side. Aaron Harris a goal and an assist, and Andrew Allender adding a goal for McGuffey. It's McGuffey 4. Laurel Highlands 1, your final score. The Mustangs dropped to 6-8-3 overall and 4-6-1 in the conference. McGuffey improving to 9-5 overall and 9-2 in the conference. This is the final home game of the season for the Laurel Highlands boys soccer team. And the Mustangs will play one final game at Uniontown, which will carry for you here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, J.R. Wheeler, Gary Smith, and their staff. Going to Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay. Your final score, McGuffey 4 and Laurel Highlands 1. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation. So long, everybody.